Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the National Press Club Federal Communications Commission Chairman Tom Wheeler.
It's an honor to be here at the National Press Club. The first generation wireless, 1G, was voice. The second generation, 2G, allowed both talk and text. The third generation, 3G, the internet, in a limited way. And today's technology, 4G, completed that digital migration. But if anyone tells you that they know the details of what 5G is going to become, run the other way.
Well, when it comes to the benefits of hosting the Super Bowl, there are plenty that help boost our economy. We're talking about tourism and our infrastructure.
One of those perks you may already be enjoying without even realizing it is 5G.
Yeah, 8 on your sides, Marco Villarreal joining us live this morning from Technology Village on the Riverwalk. Good morning, Marco.
Hey, good morning, David and Avery. Yeah, when it comes to 5G, it goes beyond being able to stream faster on your phone. While that is important, the 5G network helps prepare Tampa for the future. And the fact that we're hosting the Super Bowl helped get this network up quicker right here in the Tampa Bay area. Now, cellular companies like T-Mobile and Verizon, they started working with the NFL the moment they found out Super Bowl 55 was coming to Tampa almost 2 years ago. You may have seen 5G towers popping up across downtown Tampa, along the Riverwalk, and all around Raymond James Stadium. Verizon says they have invested over $80 million into getting the network set up as far as St. Pete and Clearwater, where they anticipated large crowds of tourists. The 5G network connects all the different law enforcement agencies to give them better access to cameras and other technology to stop crime. Having 5G is going to allow for more people at Ray J to be able to post their pictures, videos, and experiences on social media, connect with friends, and even allow them to tap into different cameras around the stadium during the Super Bowl.
We go out, we look at how many people are going to be attending these events, and we plan our network around that. And again, this is just not for Super Bowl. This will be for events going forward when we think of Gasparilla, Boom by the Bay, or even WrestleMania at the Raymond James Stadium.
Now, extended benefits of this also go out to the parents and the families that are watching this morning. Imagine the 5G network being able to improve distance learning, being able to connect schools with kids and improve the education of so many people. And it also helps out local small and medium-sized businesses right here in the Tampa Bay area. Avery?
How does this help Tampa move into the future? It's pretty neat.
Oh, it's so neat. And the thing is we can't even imagine how it's going to help us. We're just getting a small glimpse, especially when you think of innovation. It's all about innovation. For example, with the 4G network, which is what we all have right now, companies like Uber and Lyft would not be able to exist without 4G. So because of 4G, they were able to think of the idea of what they do, right? Ride sharing, and be able to blossom in the country. Now, 5G, what does that mean? Who knows? Who's going to have the next big idea? Who's going to start up that big company? Who's going to change the world? It could come from right here in Tampa Bay.
5G will change the way NFL fans watch football. They just don't know it yet. So, to help them experience the future, we built a stadium of our own at Super Bowl 54. Introducing the Verizon 5G Stadium. An immersive shared VR experience that brought the future of 5G to life for thousands of NFL fans.
You are about to enter the Verizon 5G Stadium. 3.
Fans were transported onto the field for the final 2 minutes of an epic game.
To the running back. Wait, it's a reverse. Oh, he's fed it.
Using real 5G phones to interact with the action on the field. They could explore the stadium with augmented reality wayfinding. Track their favorite player with AR stats that update in real time. Choose from multiple 4K camera streams that made every seat the best in the house. And control volumetric replays that let them rewatch any play from any angle. The 5G Stadium even got a live look in from ESPN. broadcast to millions of viewers across the country.
Today, Verizon gave viewers at Super Bowl Live in Miami a new way to view the Pro Bowl. Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband.
Do I get to stream Netflix a little bit faster? Oh no, it's way, way bigger than that.
The Verizon 5G Stadium, an unprecedented look at the future of football from the company that's building it.
It's important to understand what the 5G is doing and what they say it's doing. We're told on the IEEE beamforming document that this technology cooked your eyes like eggs in World War II. And you all need to understand these are military weapons. These are assault frequencies. If you garner nothing more than that, that's what you need to know. It's microwave radiation warfare. This is what this is.
The first experiment for the Cymatics music video is called a Chladni plate. Now, Chladni plate's basically a metal plate attached to the top of a speaker. There's sand on top of the plate, and you play different tones through the speaker. The plate vibrates, which forms different shapes depending on the frequency of the sound.
Well, we blew up a lot of speakers with the Chladni plate. So there was a lot of experimenting around the Chladni plate, primarily looking at how much volume we can put through there, how much sand to actually put on the plate, and the different shapes of plates and what different patterns would be created because of those shapes. But what we were really testing was what frequencies create the most interesting repeatable patterns, because that was a key point. So we ended up playing pretty much every audio frequency through the plate to see what different shapes it would form.
And for most frequencies, it doesn't really do much, but when it hits a frequency that resonates with the plate, it forms a really nice pure shape. So we found out what those tones were, and those were the tones we used to draw the plate during the video.
Guys, take a look at the stadium.
Damn, that looks sick, man.
That's crazy.
We teamed up with Verizon to build the first ever stadium in Fortnite through the power of 5G ultra wideband. The low latency helps a lot with our building process. It ensures that we can build and host video calls all with low lag. We wanted to create an authentic Super Bowl experience, which is why we visited Raymond James Stadium, the home of Super Bowl 55, to get inspiration for our stadium. There's the pirate ship.
That's crazy,
That's giant, dude.
Instead of having the pirate ship on the end zone there, what if we have it floating right in the middle of the Jumbotron?
Oh, that would be perfect to use.
What if we do a 50-foot jump through the goals of the stadium?
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're super excited for everyone to come and play in Verizon 5G Stadium, made possible with 5G ultra wideband. Through the power of 5G ultra wideband, the low latency helps a lot with our building process.
This is just one of over a dozen fires targeting 5G towers in the Netherlands. And the country isn't alone. Cyprus, Belgium and Ireland among those home to conspiracy theorists who believe 5G may have some connection to COVID-19. The UK has reported around 50 fires targeting towers and other 5G equipment. Media reports broadband engineers have been harassed on the job, sworn at and yelled at by people taken in by the rumours. England's National Medical Director had this to say.
It's nonsense. It's the worst kind of fake news. And I'm absolutely outraged, absolutely disgusted that people would be taking action against the very infrastructure that we need to respond to this health emergency.
This video is brought to you by the number 5 and the letter G. And pretty soon, everything else will be too.
You must consider the whole part played by electricity in nature. Human beings cannot go on developing in the same way in an atmosphere permeated on all sides by electric currents and radiations. It has an influence on the whole development of man. This life of men in the midst of electricity, notably radiant electricity, will presently affect them in such a way that they will no longer be able to understand the news which they receive so rapidly. The effect is to damp down their intelligence. Such effects are already seen today. Even today, you can notice how people understand the things that come to them with far greater difficulty than they did a few decades ago. Rudolf Steiner, 1924. Rudolf Steiner noted that in 1924, since then our atmosphere has become far more permeated with electric waves of widely diverse types. There's no doubt now that electric waves, electromagnetic forces, cause direct biological effects. There's thousands of peer-reviewed papers on this subject. There's no doubt about it. But what are these effects? How are they affecting us? What can we do about it? We're now at a stage where we're putting in what's called 5G, which is a special type of broadcast for high-density information transfers. And it turns out that this is the same frequency bands that are used in crowd dispersal weaponry.
Are being redirected. We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep. Their intention to rule rests with the annihilation of consciousness. We have been lulled into a trance. They have made us indifferent to ourselves, to others. We are focused only on our own gain. Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
The film you're about to see has no characters. If you spare a little of your imagination, it is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies on matter. Everything owes its existence solely and completely completely to sound.
Yes, 5G will connect the Internet of everything. If something can be connected, it will be connected in a 5G world. Hundreds of billions of microchips connected in products from pill bottles to plant waterers, requiring massive deployment of small cells. We won't wait for the standards. Now, to make this work, the 5G build-out is going to be very infrastructure intensive. We must reject the notion that the 5G future will be the sole provenance of urban areas. The 5G revolution will touch all corners, and that's damn important.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
Restrictions are freedom. Restrictions are freedom. Restrictions are freedom. The government is your family. The new normal is here. Pharmaceutical companies love you. Everyone loves the pharmaceutical companies. Vaccination is charity.
Hi, Sheriff's me. Yeah, I ran out of juice. Listen, there's a flight.
It's Manchester. It leaves in about an hour.
Clay, you've been gone for over a year. I love you, but it's not that simple.
I'd like to see my son. So,
Short time's up.
I need more money.
Please deposit.
I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust, that's it, in the Lord until I die. I will trust in the Lord. Brother Richie, that's all I gotta do. I don't know nothing else. I will trust. Oh, yes, I will. In the Lord, I will trust in the Lord until I die. Oh, y'all look good doing like this. That's it. Come on. Another part goes like this. I'm going to stay on the battlefield. Yes, I am. I'm going to stay on. You can stand up if you want to. Hallelujah. I'm going to stay on. Yes, I am. The battlefield until I